them everything.
Hold just 1 second, sister.
How about swimming? Because of the way,
Again, halal is halal and haram is haram. If the kids are younger than the age of puberty, then we have a lot of room. But once they reach the age of puberty, they have to be covered the way they need to be covered, including guys. So again, awra is awra. You cannot make any distinctions. If it's girls only, there are other rules that apply, and these rules are familiar to everybody. Okay?
Teaching them sport ethics.
Sport ethics is really important because it's about teamwork. Okay? You get a lot of lessons about, and when they become team players, they make better choices in their lives, and obviously they become better Muslims, inshallah. But more importantly, I think, is keeping them busy in a useful activity. So they don't get involved in drugs and do haram things. And obviously, you can appreciate why would that please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, we have inshallah about 5 more minutes to finish this. Anything else about soccer? And again, guys, I don't want you to think of this as the only items on the list. You can come up with your own intentions. I'm just giving you examples about how this analytical thinking can actually turn a mundane activity completely around and it becomes an act of worship. Shopping. Again, the first question is halal or haram. If you're shopping for things you do not need, what is that considered? It's called israf, tabdhir. إِنَّ الْمُبَذِّرِينَ كَانُوا إِخْوَانَ الشَّيَاطِينَ. People who spend, extravagantly are like the brothers and sisters of shaitan. So obviously, buying things that you do not need is out of the question. But if the sister needs a purse and she goes to Macy's to buy a new purse, right? Would that be haram? Obviously not. But how can I turn that into something useful?
What's
that? That's a good one. To keep your sadaqah money in the purse, I guess. But that's not the primary use of the purse. You use the purse to keep your ID and to keep your money and so on and so forth. Okay, why would that be an important thing?
Keep your things confined, not really all over the place.
Why do we care about that?
Because you don't want to be stolen or just even just
Why do you have to protect your money from being stolen? Because you need it? I would think it's because I don't want to be a sucker. It's up to you. I think that you have your purse because you want to keep your money and your things confined. You don't want your things to be stolen. Perhaps because you want to be an organized person. And if you are an organized person, you will be able to organize your calendar more properly, and then you'll be able to do your prayers on time and so on and so forth. You have to keep digging and finding ways to take this back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
You have your ID and you can carry a little book of supplication.
There you go.
Also, if something happens to you and you're unconscious, then if somebody, emergency person goes through your purse and sees the Muslim book, they say, aha, it's a Muslim. So then you're treated properly if something happens.
Very good. You see how this works? Alright. Party. Again, is this halal or haram? And we have to establish that before we even proceed. If the party is halal, it's a bunch of sisters, there's no alcohol, you're listening to appropriate music, just having a good time. When it's time for Maghrib, you go and pray Maghrib together as a group. That kind of party is okay, right? Would you agree with me?
How about the next part? You still do the namaz, salah on time and everything, but they're like all together, but all the men are together, sitting at their tables.
Okay, even when you have a mixed gathering where men and women interact respectfully with each other, that would not make it haram. Okay, what makes it haram is the kinds of activities that will take place in that gathering. If you're crossing the line of flirtatious behavior, or auras are exposed, or whatever it is that is happening, that is what makes it haram. But as a principle, just a social gathering would not be haram. So what are the benefits of a party in that halal sense? We're bonding with sisters, right? You're bonding with sisters. Is sisterhood an important thing or not? I mean, the Prophet says that the martyrs and the prophets will envy, those who used to be good brothers and sisters in the life of the dunya. So even the prophets will look at you and they will, I wish I had your place. just because you have a strong relationship with the sister and you take her as a sister in Islam, that is obviously something that gets people to Jannah. Okay? What else?
I have a question about music. And what about going to a concert? Or is music playing at a concert?
Again, what kind of music?
So basically it depends on the music?
It depends on the music and what the music does to you. Does the music elevate your senses and make you feel better and more respectful and smarter? Or it just makes you stupid and wanting to do bad things and having a bad taste? You really have to judge the kind of music you listen. You can go and turn on your radio right now and you listen to music that will just make you a sick person. And if you start appreciating it, it's extremely dangerous. Right? Talking about terrible things and you actually like that, that's extremely dangerous. But if you listen to music that just gives you better taste and better judgment and makes you feel better and more respectful, that will be a good kind of music. So you have to judge what kind of material you're exposed to.
I think along with that too is the environment that you're going into, because the music can be fine for you, but you put yourself in a situation where you're around people that don't have respect for you, or they don't have any regard for your religion, and anything can happen. I mean, even maybe you might innocently say no, but the influences of other people is very, very, I think even more than the music is, to me, in my opinion, because there's a lot more influence, with people that you're around in those situations, especially at concerts. Yes.
So basically you go to one of those places and it's a concert and it's all teenage guys and girls or college-age guys and girls. And sisters, you know exactly that you are wanted by the guys in a very specific sense, right? So these guys go to you might go to the concert to listen to some music and have fun. They're going for a different reason. You know that. So you got to be mindful about what kind of social setting you're allowing yourself to be part of. Even if you have, the greatest of intentions, I don't think that attending a concert of that nature would be considered an act of worship. I think it might actually count against you. Because if you're there, you're giving validity and legitimacy to an event like this that is really designed for sometimes a very particularly evil purpose. So you got to be mindful of that.
You don't have to dance. If there are people dancing, you can sit and enjoy the music.
But still, you are sort of accepting this kind